Hello and welcome to SULKNATIONtv. In this episode, we're going to look at whether the R53 Mini Cooper S is a driver's car. Now, I could be biased because I do love this car, but let's take it for a drive and see. Real experience of whether the Mini Cooper S R53 is a driver's car, you've got to pick the right road. Now, all cars go the same speed running downhill. Like all clocks are correct twice a day. So where do we really find the R53 at home? We find it at home on country lanes. Now, I'm heading to somewhere just outside of Exeter that I used to live. I lived there for a year and I didn't really like it. But having said that, it's got some excellent driving roads, some nice country lanes. So we're going to be taking a journey and we're going to enjoy it immensely, I'm sure. And we'll be dodging potholes. So let's discuss the package you get when you get an R53, when you buy an R53. So I've got Sports Plus standard suspension that came with the facelift R53, and to be honest, in a 15-year-old car, I'm pretty impressed. It handles superbly. You know, it's stiff, it is very sporty. Is it coilover stiff? Probably not, but it does give you a very good tight ride. And that really does go hand in hand with the rest of the R53 package. The steering is taut and very responsive. It really is. It's a very, very good B-road basher. It enjoys country lanes. It enjoys going fast in country lanes. And this road that I'm on is going to be a perfect example of excellent B-road bashing. Now, from factory, you get 170 brake horsepower with a facelift R53. I've got a 15% reduced pulley, an uprated intercooler, slightly better brakes. I haven't got a big brake kit, but they're slightly better. And I'm really intrigued to see just how it performs around here. So with the modifications that I've done, this car is even more of a torque performance package. It really is. Yeah, it's not a BMW M3. You know, of course it isn't. It's not an Audi RS6, which I think personally would probably be terrible around here. It's a bit too big. But in a car like this, a B road, a country lane like this really brings out the best in it. It really does. Having to put input into the steering as you go around all these twisty little avenues and bends, dodging cars, downshifting, this car is perfect. It really is. The modifications that I've done really bring out even more enjoyment in this car. And I can't think of a better way to decide whether this is a driver's car or not than on such a tight and enjoyable road. I've driven quite a few cars, mainly Volkswagens and BMWs to be perfectly honest, and you know, yes, Golfs are amazing. I do love Golfs. I'm a big fan of the Mark 7 Golf R. I really want to get one. I've never owned it, but I'm a big fan. But having driven one, you don't need to put much input into the steering. It kind of does a lot of the work for you, whereas this feels analog. So this car is a far more engaging car than a Golf R. The Golf R is superb. I'd love to own a Golf R. It's an amazing car, but it does a lot of the work for you. Whereas this, you've got to input all these little things that you're doing. You haven't got the smoothness or the you know, the ability of a Golf R. You've got to put a lot of the work in yourself, and that makes it even more fun. I mean, taking these bends at speed, it doesn't miss a beat. It's welded to the road. And, you know, with coilovers, I'm sure it would be even better. Having an LSD in this sort of scenario is great. You've got to remember that this car has a 1.6 supercharged engine. It's 4 cylinders, it's 16 valves, and it's not a let's chase horsepower numbers sort of car. My car, with the mods that I've got, I'm reckoning I've probably got around about 190 brake horsepower, let's say. And from that point of view, it doesn't seem like it's going to be the most amazing car. It's not going to be that quick. It's not that quick, but it is quick enough to have a very, very enjoyable drive around 60 mile an hour single lane carriageways. And the bends that they have. So the package of the engine with the supercharger, the handling, the way this car just absolutely sticks to the road. It accelerates the way that you need a car to accelerate in this environment. I mean, I'm going along a very narrow bit of road now, and especially because it's quite a fast bit of road, and here we go, hey! Fun, fun, fun. But the car doesn't miss a beat, it sticks to the road. It turns, you direct it, it goes the way that you want it to go. It doesn't struggle at all. And that's what you want from a car. That's what you want from a B-road basher. That's what you want from an attainable, affordable car. Now, I know some people would argue that, you know, some of the maintenance costs are ridiculous on cars like this, but they're worth it. I'd rather pay a fair whack of money for my supercharger to be serviced and know that it's going to work perfectly than leave it and just wait for the car to die. When you buy a car like this, which is, you know, a hot hatch performance car, it is. I don't care what people say, this is a performance car. It might only be a 1.6 litre engine, but it's about performance. It's about sticking to corners. It's about downshifting. It's about hitting straight roads at speed and going around bends at speed. Now this car, it doesn't matter what other people say who own other hot hatch, performance hot hatches. This is a mini hot hatch, and I don't think you can get better performance at this price point. You can't get better performance at this price point. This car is incredible. This is a superb combination in a very small and stylish, fairly attractive packaging. So we're out of the sticks, we're away from the rural area. We are on the A30, we're going to be hitting the M5 quite shortly. And that's going to give me time to sum up if the R53 Mini Cooper S is a driver's car. Now, I'm not a professional driver. I've driven a fair few cars. Does any car give me enjoyment like this car? No, not that I've driven so far. Yes, cars are better. As mentioned, the Golf R is a superior car to the Mini Cooper S. I think it would be ridiculous to state anything else. As an all-round car, of course it's better. But is it as engaging? Is it as smile-producing? I don't think it is. So, that's been, is the Mini Cooper S R53 a driver's car? Yes, it is. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more, check out the SULKNATIONtv YouTube channel, turn on notifications, and please subscribe. And until the next time, I've been me, you've been you, and well done for that.